All right, the next topic that we're going to look at is making duotones. So we're going to start by opening the file called Frog in our Chapter 13 images. There it is, Frog JPEG open. And so if you're working with a two-color job, you might want to add a little color to your image by making a duotone. So duotones are made with two colors. It's usually black plus a custom Pantone ink. So not just black and magenta or black and yellow, it's typically black and then one of the mini Pantone colors that we've seen in our color books or those swatch panels that I have in the classroom. So you don't have to use black, but usually if you're running something in a publication, you're going to get charged for black no matter what, so you might as well use black as one of your colors. And typically if it comes along with text, you're going to want to use black for your text, so you might as well use black and one extra color. All right, so the first thing that we want to do is let's just take a peek at this. This is an RGB color space. So if we try to make this into a duotone, we're going to probably have a problem. If we go under Image, Mode, here's duotone, but notice it is grayed out. It's not even an option. Well, if you think about it, RGB is using light to create this, whereas a duotone is black ink and a Pantone ink. So it's in the CMYK family. So we have to, first of all, change this color mode or get rid of the color completely, which is what we're going to do. So we're going to do Image, Mode, and we're actually going to turn it grayscale first, which is going to warn us. Do you want to discard all the color information? Yeah, we do. We could go into this adjustments where we could actually do a better job of making it a black and white, but our goal here is to make a duotone, so it doesn't matter. So we're just going to say yes, discard. So here is this image with all the color pulled out, and it's just different levels of saturation from white to black, 0 to 255. All right, now we have some options here. So now we can go back and do Image, Mode, Duotone. And in our pop-up menu, we have a lot of options here that you can see. Oh, mercy, so many. And we also have the option to do how many inks. Right now this is a monotone. This is just black ink, nothing else. To make it a duotone or two, we need to specify what ink number 2 is going to be. Once we've done that, we're just going to click on this color swatch. And from here, we actually want to go into the color libraries. We want to go into the Pantones. It's not one of these because these are all combinations of cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. We're not paying for cyan, magenta, and yellow. We're paying to have black ink and one other custom ink. So we need to go into our color libraries. And when we do that, if you had a pop-up here, the last one I used was the Pantone Solid Coated, which is what we want, but if that's not where you are, click on it and find the Pantone Plus Solid Coated. So these are meant to work on coated paper. All right, now we want to color from here. And oh my goodness, look at all of these. How on earth do we find, if we look through the swatch book and we know we want to use 248C, how do we get to that without scrolling through here? There's no like search bar or anywhere to go, and this is kind of weird. So I'm actually just going to start typing the word orange, and it didn't appear anywhere. I just typed O-R-A, and all of a sudden I jumped to this point, Pantone Orange 021C. And that happens to be the color that we're pretending we want to use this time, but maybe you know that you wanted, sorry, 248. If you looked at a swatch book and you knew you wanted 248, I just started typing 248 and it brought me here. So even though there isn't a search area, just start typing. So what we want to do is in the color libraries, I'm going to again type in orange. And the one that I want to choose is Pantone Orange 021C, and then I'm going to click OK. That gave me a second ink of Pantone Orange. So I have black and orange in my duotone right now. Now the thing that we can do is we can tweak these. So this is the color chip, but this other thing is actually the curve line. So if you remember when we've done levels and curves, we have our black point and our white point, and we can change points on this curve to lighten up the midpoints, to darken the midpoints, whatever. So if we click on this, we're in the curve of the black, and again, we can drag this up to make the blacks darker, make the blacks in the midtones lighter. You can, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but you can move your white and your black point, but you can add curves, and we've done this before in other software, so we can change these points around. So you can tweak this, and that's just the black curve. Now if we go into the orange curve, we can do the same thing. Maybe we want more orange in the midtones, less orange in the midtones, more orange. Again, I don't want to anchor, I don't want to unanchor that one. I just want to tweak this a little bit. So visually, you can make a mess of this. That's a horrible curve, but you are changing the way the orange and the black inks interact. So a custom duotone, not only do you pick the colors, but you can change the curves as well.